Hey, Turono Talks Podcast. You know what the fuck it is. It's your man Maloney here, and we got some very special guests with us. Well, we got two regular motherfuckers here with us, and we got one very special guest with us.
Well, we should have said we got one. We actually got three.
No, actually, the number was correct.
The
number was correct. The number was correct. Everybody's not talking right now, but you know what we're saying? Yo, shout outs.
Shout out to everybody watching, man.
Let's get it popping.
Works perfect like that.
You know what I'm saying?
The laptop is useful. Let's do those introductions. Who's here? Who's in the building?
You know my name. I'm the meat in the cellar.
If you want to show your face, like duck over here, so people can see a big view of your face. Usually you see your back every week.
Go all crazy.
We got so many angles in this. Yeah, we got a lot of angles.
You're like,
there's like 15 different feeds of this going on right now.
You guys like extra big, man.
Yeah, I got a little bigger.
And I don't mean weight. I mean like your shoulders. Like, I don't know what the hell you're doing, but I want to eat some of that shit, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Everybody,
nothing.
Dustin just came from the gym looking like Terminator and shit.
Oh man, thank you, bro. It's leg day today, but thank you. I appreciate that, man.
That's this way.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. That's what happens. Don't worry about it.
Like I said, that's Maloney.
We got
Maloney.
Myself, Dustin, Wareham, Mr. 80's favorite babies, DJ D's nuts in the building all day, every day. We up in this building, you know what I'm saying? Who else we got? We got Mike Stoan, the technically challenged. You know what I mean? Like, he's the most technically challenged, technical person I know in the world.
And with the least amount of patience for it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I got some low patience, low tolerance for that stuff from time to time. You know what I mean?
Mike ain't got no patience for technical difficulties.
But shut up,
we got a special guest here.
Bam!
Yeah. Talking to the mic, my man. A lot of people forget.
How you doing, man?
Hey, introduce yourself.
I go by the name of Gov'nah, Other War Part 3, Believe For Me. You know what I'm saying? Turono's my home. Maximum and Fan Hip Hop is my home. Turono Podcast is my home. You feel me? What's up?
Hey.
That's what's up.
All right,
man.
So we in here right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we getting real right now. So
yo, Gov should introduce his peoples too. You know what I'm saying? Like this man came in here with a crew. You know what I'm saying?
My apologies. I'm so sorry.
With a team, so
I just like
that team.
I'm like, honestly, man, we just finished shooting like what, 3 videos right now. Yeah, but in case if you don't know by now, you should know this man's name. That's Prince Beats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make sure you get acquaintances. He's one of the biggest, you know what I'm saying, video makers, you know, and you know, projectors of our visuals in the city. So you need to know who Prince Beats is. Big names he done, and he's still doing it, and we're doing it big. And right here, we got the beautiful, amazing super brain. We're gonna call her Monarch Delta. She goes by the name of Delta. Let's just keep it. You want me to tell her your real name? Tell her your real name.
It's Dawn.
Dawn.
Hello, Dawn.
You know what I'm saying? And she's very involved with the creation of the clothing line. You know what I'm saying? The public relations, the marketing and stuff like that. And we're just getting started, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so
that's what's up.
This is part of my team. This is people that I've grown to work with, but has surpassed the working relationship. It's now family. They showed me from day one that they believed in my vision, and they've been giving me all of their all throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? And the new edition is done. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to her for believing in me and being such a great, amazing, hardworking individual. You know what I'm saying? I know she's a little tiny little thing right there, but she packs a big punch. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man.
This is the work in progress of family. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy and I'm very grateful that there's someone that believes in what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
And it's willing to bleed for me. You know what I mean? The same way I'm willing to bleed for them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very grateful, man. Including y'all, right?
When is Bleed For Me 3 coming out?
Hey, man. In case you guys haven't been paying attention, most of I would like to say not most, man. That's a lie. Like I would say 3/4 of our Bleed For Me is on SoundCloud. So if you go to SoundCloud, you will hear like a good 75% of what's next to come. Okay. I would say 70%. But the thing is, like, I got so much music unreleased, right? That it's like the reason why I haven't released it is because I'm working obviously on the clothing line and, you know what I mean, and all of these other things trying to brand. You know what I'm saying? But it's so much involved that has nothing to do with music. You feel me? So it's like music, like I always say, thanks to God, music is the easy part for me, right?
Yeah.
But just trying to brand and trying to create something bigger so that everybody can have a piece of, before I fucking die. You know what I mean? And we could all live a better life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It takes a lot more. You know what I'm saying? It's more than music. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be able to do it without the support that I began throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? Including yourself, Dustin, Mike. Me and Mike go back like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you were saying you guys go back like 20 years.
Yo, we go back like, you know what I'm saying, like Superman underwear. It's like junior high.
Not far back.
No, I'm just playing. You know what I mean? It's a figure of speech, but you feel what I'm saying. We go back, man. Like we were just two young, teenagers. You know what I'm saying? Pushing for what we love. Like, I mean, if you know Mike loved his turntables. He's so passionate about the music and the whole culture. He's been here forever, you know what I mean? In the sense of like he's been here forever, in the sense of like he's been part of this culture. You know what I'm saying? The same way with Prince Beach. If you do your research and you look after him, you look for, you know what I mean? You see his credentials are so long, extensive, way back. You know what I'm saying? So these are just like what you guys are creating right now. You guys are branching and creating another piece of history right here. And this eventually in the future will be something substantial that, you guys left as a legacy, not only for everybody, not only for your immediate families and kids. One day you're all going to have some, La Alicia. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to La Alicia because I know you know what I mean? I wish you all the best. But, for your kids, but for your family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For everybody you love, So it takes work, man. It takes time,
Yeah, it's a grind, man. It's a hustle. You know what I'm saying? It's not just something that anybody and everybody can do. It takes years of practice, takes years of grind, takes years of investing your time and missing a lot of family events, missing a lot of friend events, not being able to missing everything, not being able to say do what you want, sacrificing money, sacrificing just everything. In hopes of getting a dream and in hopes of achieving it. You know what I mean? But what I kind of feel though. True artists, anyway, when they're investing this time, is what we gain from this is moments that a lot of people are jealous of, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
a lot of people wish they could express themselves in the same way that we could express ourselves. A lot of people wish they could get on stages and do what we do. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they wish that, but they don't understand that doing that comes with a lot of sacrifice, which is what you're trying to allude to,
Yo, I'm happy you touched on that aspect of like, when it comes with a lot of hate, you know what I'm saying? I think that, if you, I don't know, I'm not asking you for your agreement or nothing, but I mean, like, we've known each other for quite a while now. We've seen each other eye to eye. We have spoken, you know what I mean? All of us, I have shared with you how passionate I am about, fuck music for 1 second. I always say that about life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I always told you from the beginning, fuck music. This shit is bigger to me than music, right? So I feel very passionate about life, and what breathes life into me is, people being happy, seeing people progress, seeing a person get off the street, seeing a person get that help that they need. It's like that's what drives my life, my motivation. That's my driving force. It's not really money or jewelry or cars or mansions. I don't got none of that shit anyways. I'm working for those things. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that shit don't matter. But what I do have is love and people around me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? It's like coulda, shoulda, woulda, and then somebody dies, and they're like, oh, I wish I coulda, but you didn't when you had the chance. It's like, no, fuck it, And when you're not afraid to leap, and that's what I say, when you're not afraid to leap, you're gonna find people that are gonna be, for their own insecurities or whatever they're going through their own life, or maybe the punishments that we all get through life and how life pounds on us sometimes. Some of us break. Some of us slowly vegetate and decay. Some of us turn towards the world, and a lot of people take out a lot of government offices. A lot of people do crazy stuff. We see it every day.
Yeah.
So it's like for different reasons, but that's like I'm saying a different example, right? Like when you're not afraid to leap and dream and do for self without, Can I cuss?
Yeah, you say whatever you want, man. You cuss as much as you want, bro.
All right. So without giving a flying fuck about what anybody's thinking or how they feel, you know what I'm saying, and you just live free, you know what I'm saying, that's when you see like a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? And yo, I always say this. I always bring this back. Yo, I forgot the bottle, man. I don't know if that's the reminder this motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I forgot a bottle.
Yeah, you mentioned a bottle earlier. I didn't mean to start laughing.
It's
so nice
I don't know if that's
and
a
not make it.
It's called Baby
But
Duck.
I love y'all.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing because
you some baby.
I'm just laughing because I was like looking down. All of a sudden, I look up and this guy's opened a huge bottle. I thought it was like it's sparkling wine, right?
It is baby dick.
Oh my god!
What the
Well,
fuck
shut
is
up,
that?
Maloney,
What
man.
the fuck is
Is that a pause moment? Is that a
So
pause
hold on.
moment?
What did you call? Oh, I thought you said some other shit. I'm
Baby
like,
duck.
whoa.
Baby
What
duck.
the fuck?
That's just my rage.
Like I'm in the wrong podcast. But yo,
Shut up,
listen.
Baby Duck wine, man.
Yo, hold on.
Actually, baby,
Yo, check it out. So like I was saying, when you're
I
not
got this
afraid,
bottle for my birthday.
when you're not afraid, yo, can I have some of that shit? Yo, that shit looks good.
Yeah, you gotta share that.
Listen. So when you're not afraid, to leave, and when you're not afraid to take that step, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna find hate. And I'll be honest with you. I'm glad that you're touching that shit because, you know, that's what you experience out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know what the fuck is going on. You know, with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I see.
Sorry, just try to talk in the
Yeah,
mic a little
it's like
closer.
I don't know what the fuck is going on with everybody. You feel me? Because it's like I see all this wave of just hate. You know what I'm saying? Like people are more emotional more than ever. You know, they fucking post their frustrations on Facebook. And don't get me wrong, once upon a time I used to be that motherfucker. But my reasons, excuse me.
You had an
I like
epiphany.
to think that, you know, my reasons are completely different. You know, when I snap or something, you know, you see me snap on social media and say some crazy shit, a lot of people are probably like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they don't understand. It's like, yo, somebody, I think it's this motherfucking passion that I have for this life.
I feel you.
You know, for this, you know, and that breaks down to what pumps life into me, and it's music. Just like you all, you feel me? So it's like, it bothers me the fact that we fucking hate on each other, don't like to see each other progress, you know, and could be doing a lot greater into being supportive to each other, but we don't. You know what I'm saying? And it creates conflict because it's like, yo, even if you have a good motherfucking heart like you know, and I'm not trying to put myself up in the fucking stars. I'm just saying that is really me. If I show you a lot of love and support, I don't expect anything from you. But even if the shit is acknowledged, it will mean a lot to me, and I'll be completely grateful for it.
No, I feel it. You'd
You
appreciate
feel what I'm
it.
saying?
You'd appreciate it being reciprocated and coming back to you, and you
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying.
And
but you appreciate it when it's genuine, not fake.
Exactly.
Can we just
Exactly.
point out that Dustin is so sly that he just like, I'm talking into this mic, I'm
Nah, you
talking to Mike's mic. That was some sly
I saw
shit.
that.
I like that.
Like I didn't see that shit. It's right here, right there, man.
No, I'm trying. You know, I'm seeing all the angles, right? I'm sitting here fucking with
Yeah,
this mic,
yeah,
and I'm like, I'm trying
Back you up.
to, I'm trying to talk into the mic. We'll talk to Gov at the same time. So
Let's
you know
make
what?
some noise for Dustin being a
Talk about
sly
it.
motherfucker.
I'm
not using it as a I'm just trying to listen.
I feel like
Dustin,
Mike's
you
slowly
fly.
sliding into like the producer role of this show with like the antagonistic other voice. You know what I'm saying? But he's really enjoying the technical aspect
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
gonna
show.
get yeah. I gotta hear people talk. Man.
Nah, but I feel what you're saying though. You know what I mean? Like the passion and it's like the reciprocation. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's real.
Like, especially, like, I always say that shit, Will, what the fuck is going on?
Yo, there's always something going on, man.
Mike just got cut out of the show by
Nah,
Dustin.
this nigga got this shit right in my face.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Like I said, he's concentrating right now. I see that.
So I take it into conversation.
You know what I'm saying? I seize the opportunity.
So you know what I'm saying? And I just think that we could do fucking better. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like, this motherfucker won't let me concentrate. But but for real.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And it's crazy because I'm gonna tell you one thing. I've been pushing this close line and you know what I'm saying? And like, hey, if you ask me, I'm doing great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just started and it's going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel really strong about it. It's selling, and that's, you know what I'm saying, that people want to know. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's and it's taking off on a personal note. But you know what I'm saying? It's crazy for me to say this. My clothing line came out of Jenna Finch, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you remember, I don't know if you watched, I always said my clothing line was part of me being proud from being from that area.
Shout out Jenna Finch.
Shout out Jenna Finch. The whole West End. The whole city.
Good, man.
So tell us about a bit about Monarch.
You know, yeah. So it's like, Monarch, M-O-N, you know what I'm saying, A-R-K, As you can see right there.
So I was confused. I live in East Circle. We got Monarch Park right down the road from where I live. So when you're doing Monarch, I was like, yo, Monarch Park.
So,
you know what I'm saying? Break it down for me, you know what I mean?
As you can see, that's the city inside, you know what I'm saying, this big circle, which is actually, these are bolts. And this is how we pin and lock down what's inside the city, and that's us.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So these are bolts holding the city in, locked in, you know what I'm saying? And Monarch, right, if you go to the dictionary, Monarch means, to be from a royal bloodline descendancy.
Monarchy, yeah.
Monarchy, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like. That's what I felt when I thought about us, and what we trying, and what we are in my heart. What I see when I look at my people, you understand? When I see the true worth, it's like these are the things that I see. So the word just flow out like Monarch. No. See, and then it has a double meaning because in French, mon arche means my ark. And that has to do with my spiritual journey, me building this ark where I want to put my people in so we could sail somewhere better, you know what I'm saying? And that's a little meaning for it. So, we come from a royal descendancy, but we also, humble people, you know what I'm saying? And my plan and my vision and my dreams is to, hopefully with God's will, be able to, in congregation with a lot of help, build this ark, this ark where we could, sail somewhere better, you know what I'm saying? Spiritually, mentally, you know what I'm saying? And
that's dope to me.
Physically, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope because to me, you're saying it's already on a level. Your first name, I'll throw it out. Your first name is Angel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a deep name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then your rap name is Gov'nah. So Gov'nah means you're in a high position. You know what I'm saying? So angels are already high up, the high beings. You're a governor, so to be a governor means you got to be, high up amongst the people. You know what I'm saying? Now you're saying monarch, so monarchy. So you're a man of the words. I can tell words have meaning to you, not just words that you know what I mean? Like I can tell just by what you're saying that words have meaning to you. There's a word for it. It's called etymology if you study words. And low key, I don't know if you knew that word or not, but low key I can tell that you're someone who does study words and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. More than study those words, man, it's like it's really living that life. Like living those words, like really living where I come from, man, the struggles and seeing everything that is real, like everything that affects people, everything that we're still surrounded by. Like I tell you, this is my motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you were right. It's crazy because you say, you gotta miss a lot of family events and
and your family don't necessarily understand.
And that, you touch a nerve when you said that, because it's like if I could tell you all of the things that I haven't been a part of. You know what I'm saying? Due to circumstances and all this and that. You feel what I'm saying? And until this day, it takes effect and all this shit. It's hard, you know what I'm saying? And and I was saying the other day, when people see you all nicely dressed or people see you, like as you look, you always looking fresh and fly, that about, you know what I mean, everybody in the room, when they see you, like, for instance, like, let's say a girl looks at you, she'll be like, God damn, like, that nigga looks fine, or whatever a girl says, like, oh, fuck, I want him. Right? Like, oh, fuck, he looks fine, he's got his J's on, he's got his shit on, right? But she don't know, you know what I'm saying? She don't know how hard you went to get
to get the gear,
so you know what I'm saying, to pull yourself together, you know what I mean? Like
the sacrifice for those Jordans and
so people just see the superficial shit, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Like little do maybe I just finished having someone fighting against cancer, you know what I mean? And thanks to God, you know what I'm saying? Like they came out of the hospital, walking again, and the cancer was removed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm here. I might fucking do this. You might see things and today, but people don't know the real struggles. And you know what I mean? It's hard, and you lose a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just to try to gain something so that someone else you love, because all this shit is really not for you. You're a worker.
Yeah.
That is the reality of this shit. You're a fucking worker.
Yeah.
If you want your dreams to fulfill, you are a worker. You know what you're a worker to? You're a worker to your music, to the studio, to your promoting, to your marketing, to your, you're working for your friends. Because if you love the people that believe in you, you're gonna motherfucking bleed. So that you are fucking working and leaving something for them. So you're in reality a motherfucking worker. If you're a real motherfucker, if you're a real person, you're really a worker of this life.
Yeah.
And if you really love yourself, then you know what it is. You live to love someone else. And because you live to love someone else, you're really working for everything that you love, which is everything else. So you put yourself motherfucking last.
Yeah.
if that's, you know, if that's the person that you are, like, I mean, that's my definition of, you know, having this passion and being real about these fucking dreams. Like, it's not just, okay, here I am, I'm gonna fucking rap, 1, 2, everybody, okay, fuck you, yo, all this and that, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's more involved.
Yeah.
You know, like, people's beliefs. Shout out to Samurai, my right hand. You know,
hey, make some noise for Samurai.
You know, please, man, Samurai, you know, make some noise for Hollywood Edge, you know what I'm saying, for Jason Durham, you know what I'm saying? This is people that, you know, like, being with me throughout the years and still here, and I'm still being able to do this, everything that you see, you know?
Can I just interrupt for 1 second?
Yeah, sorry, man.
So, yo, you were saying that, no, that's dope, man, because there was so much passion in what you're saying, right? But the thing that was just fucking me up, and, like, you know, I'm trying to, like, really take in what you're saying, is the fact that Stoan got a video of Farrakhan going off, and it's on me. So I'm sitting there looking, you got Farrakhan on video, but you're going on and you're giving some real passion. I'm looking, I'm like, yo, Farrakhan ain't really got nothing on Gov'nah right now. Gov'nah's going in. You know what I'm saying? No, just talking like the muted video, his body language and whatnot. But it was just real. Like, but this guy's giving me the real right now. So
yeah, man.
But no, I like that, man. And I think you're a dude. I think on the surface, the average person would you know, judge a book by its cover. The average person would look at you and not think that you're as deep as you are, and you're a real deep dude. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can, like I'm saying, you're saying you study words, and I can tell that you study the world. You know what I mean? Like, you're a deep dude, man. And I think a lot of people, you know, again, don't judge you like they judge a book by its cover. Yeah. But if they take a little bit of time to actually crack open the book that is Gov'nah, they will be very surprised by what is written in that book.
That's my life story, man. You know, I'm being honest with you. Like, you know, it's usually, you know, like, I mean, I come down a lot, you know what I'm saying? I try to be as polite as I can, you know, tone it down a lot, you know what I mean? Obviously, you know, I'm an older man now, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, this is the world. This world we live. Listen, this is the world we live in, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, every day of my life, when I wake up and I go out on the streets, right? I find myself walking to people, and I find myself, my mind just judges. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. My mind judges everything I see.
Right.
But my soul, my conscious mind, the conscious me, doesn't want to do that.
Right.
And it's seeing my subconscious mind judging, and it's grabbing my subconscious mind and grabbing and slapping the shit out of it.
Contradicting and yin-yang.
And it's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, nigga? Like, you're not supposed to be judging.
Yeah.
But you find you walking and your mind is judging. You better get that shit out of your head right now. You know what I'm saying? And you should see me, man. I had this fucking, you know what I mean? I'm not saying you find me like a crazy man on the street. But, you know, like, this is the world we live in. And, you know, you have to, it's every day is training. Every day is training.
No, I feel you. Catch yourself.
You have to train every day to be disciplined, to be fair, you know what I'm saying, to love, to learn how to forgive, to learn how to let go. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe someone did something bad to you, disrespecting you, you know, close to home. And, you know, your manhood, you feel like your manhood got tested. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And you're being used to, you know what I'm saying, just be like, listen, you know what? Let's go handle this shit. Or I'm going to go and break someone's fucking jaw. But you know what? We'll know where that leads.
Are you a Buddhist?
You know what I'm saying? No.
You sound like a Buddhist, right? You sound like you're practicing Buddhism.
No, I did study. I study a lot.
That's some shit I decided for myself when I was pretty young. Like, by the time I was 17, I was like, I'm done fighting for shit. I'm like, you basically, I always say there's like 4 things you could do basically that make me actually fight you. And one would be spit in my face.
Yeah.
Another one would be just, this is like a triggered thing, but when my nose gets hit, like I've had to scrap kids in like Briar's basketball for like a basketball hitting the nose. You know what I mean?
That's the
word.
Like
that shit. Like I fought friends like while we're at parties for like hitting me in my nose. You know what I mean?
It was a mistake.
It has been. You know, that's just one of those triggers. But it's like hit me in the nose, spit in my face, and the other one I used to say, which I don't even agree with now, is fuck my bitch. Because then I went through a situation like that, and I was like, nah, I'm bigger than that. I'm not gonna fight this man. I gave him props. You know what I'm saying? I went up and shook his hand. Oh yeah, it was a situation though, like you know what I mean. I went in the girl's like house and she was like there.
I respect the fact that you know what I'm saying, straight up.
I'll say this though. If you're a lady or you're whatever, what you gonna call it, your
woman, your lady,
or whatever,
your partner
is having sex with someone you know, that it's her problem.
Oh, I didn't know.
Your legs are getting broken.
Oh, something that you don't know.
It was some dude
It's
that
her
didn't
fault
know.
with you.
because that's your girl.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly.
Actually,
Yo, listen.
if she's cheating, she's not yours.
Exactly.
Because your girl will never cheat on
There
you.
you go.
She won't cheat.
Make some noise for us and go cheat.
That's what it is. Ladies' opinion.
Yeah,
Let me ask you a question though, Gov.
Hey.
Yeah, what's up?
What country are you from? Like, what's your
Ecuador, man.
Ecuador.
South America.
So shout out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Central America.
Para
shout
toda
out to
mi
South America.
gente de Ecuador, los amo mucho, los quiero mucho.
Now
Bueno, el podcast aquí con el Maloney, el Dustin y el Mike. Tú sabes.
Hey.
Bam.
I like that.
That's like a sound
supposed to say
bit for us
Miguel,
right
man?
there.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm fucking around,
You want me to
man.
pronounce
I'm
his
fucking
name
around.
in Spanish. So we're gonna go, okay, so estamos aquí con Kelly Maloney, Dustin Warehouse, and Miguel.
Yo, make some noise for Miguel.
Miguel! Hey!
Stop making you nickname.
Nah, man, that's actually one of my brother's names, Miguel, too.
Oh,
Nah,
yeah.
that's
Shout out,
your name
shout
now
out,
too.
man.
I don't know why.
Miguel.
Let me ask you though. Let me ask you.
Yo! Yeah.
But what I want to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I feel like I'm probably the more political dude on the show here. You know what I mean? Like, I study politics a lot. And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatnot. But how you feel about like this current caravan migrant situation and what's going on down the border between Mexico and America, and you know what I'm saying, the whole refugee and Donald Trump bullshit, you know, whatnot. How you feel about this? Because you know, these I would say are for the most part your people, and I feel like they are kind of my people, part of the whole, you know, African Caribbean diaspora, you know what I'm saying? So how you feel about this? What's your opinion, man?
Well, I'm like, I feel in two ways.
Okay.
I feel excited, you know what I'm saying? And I tell you why I feel excited before I tell you why I don't feel good about it. I feel excited because we have enough segregation and division and you know, pollution of the mind, pollution of the brain, pollution of the person, of the intellectual, of, you know, your creativity, everything saturated, you know, you're, you know, pre-placed and confined and measured, and you know what I'm saying? So for me, I've always stand for the underdogs. I consider myself an underdog, so you know, I'm a person that considers themselves very defiant. You know, if you say no, I can, yes, I will, and I'll fucking show you that shit.
Absolutely.
You know, so the fact that Trump has such a strong agenda, you know, for, you know, people of the non-white race in general, that's my opinion, right? You know, the Caucasian race, you know what I mean? Like, it makes me feel excited to know that motherfucking Mexicans and all people that's coming from those sides are like, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah.
We're gonna ride this shit, you know, and we're gonna ride it all the way to your motherfucking loan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna fucking, you know, we're gonna, and then their minds, they're gonna go through that fucking checking point. You know what I'm saying? And they, you know, like,
You're gonna break through no matter what.
they're gonna break through the middle no matter what. And I think, regardless of whether they get through, you know, I pray that some get through.
Yeah.
But I pray that the right motherfucking people get through. I know it sounds kind of weird for me to say that.
No, I get what you say you don't want like someone to get there and do something that fucks up for everybody.
Somebody,
like, see, I told you
yeah,
so.
because somebody brought a good point, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want like pedophiles, child molesters, and the people that just, you know, came from over there.
But
you know?
America's fucking full of them.
You feel what I'm saying? I feel you. So I feel you, but I wouldn't want more. You feel what I'm saying? Like, like.
But I'm just saying the stereotype that he tries to portray is just fucking retarded.
Right.
You're not even supposed to say retarded anymore, but I'm not PC.
Yeah.
So it's fucking retarded.
It's strict.
Like, that is like the dumbest shit I've ever heard, because Americans are the biggest fucking rapists and fucking...
I feel you. It's true.
Pedophiles and
It's true. But I don't want more. Like, you know, that's just me being like analytical about, okay, what's coming in and what should come in and what shouldn't come in, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A very superficial, generalized way of speaking. That's like my little
I have an
right?
opinion. I have a saying where it's like, sorry to control. I have a saying, it's like, if you're my neighbor and you steal my vegetables out of my garden to the point where I got nothing left in my garden, I'm gonna show up in the kitchen when it's dinner time.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I feel like's happening right now. These people are like, yo, you stole our resources, bro. It's dinner time. We're hungry. The kids can't go hungry anymore.
Everything goes back.
For that fucking
Everything comes back in that circle. Everything comes back back in a circle.
And these are the original inhabitants of this land.
Exactly.
This is their land.
And so you know what? We're going back. We don't give a fuck if we down the way, but you know what? We're gonna make a statement that you know why? We tired of this shit. You talk our shit and we want them back, and then we're willing to die for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But the thing is,
so that makes a big statement in the world. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but the thing is, right? I get that point, but how they getting this shit back if they try to go into the U.S. under U.S. law? They're not taking over the place.
I know.
That's different, you know what I mean?
I understand, and and I'm not saying that they won't take over.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the effort.
Yeah.
You know, to leave that imprint, to leave that roar. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, like Afghanistan, Syria, you know, Iraq, Kuwait, fucking, I could keep on going. They're tired of this shit.
For sure.
The whole world is tired of their behavior.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's be subjective and objective. Their behavior towards all the races. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just like you said, everything, what goes around comes around. Now, why I'm not happy that, you know, all this is taking place is because I don't want to see no confrontation at the borderline. You know what I'm saying? And I know, and we all know how the United States moves.
We're already seeing it now.
Yeah.
We're already seeing
tear gas and
now,
shit.
tear
You feel what I'm
gas,
saying?
which is illegal in international war. So they're using tactics that's illegal in
I
international
know what
war
you're saying.
on these people.
Well, there you go. You feel what I'm saying?
They're doing
So
the
it's
same
like,
shit they did in Standing Rock to these people.
I mean, if
America will do whatever the fuck it wants.
Yeah, they think they can control everybody, that everybody has to bow
Well,
down
the
to
thing is,
them.
America is literally just like the hitman of like the central banking system. Like the richest people in the world, they're like the fucking hitmen. They're like the mob. They're like fucking the goons Drake's hires to fucking throw bottles
But again, though,
This guy.
careful when we use
We don't want that interview.
Like I said before, though, we have to be careful when we use the word America because America is literally from the top of Canada to the bottom of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all of
the
America.
Americas.
It's the Americas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, it's just people coming back to their land. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are the native people of this land, you know, it's your land, you know? But
it's just a lot, man. It's just a lot, man. We have so much down here. We got a lot, and you know, a lot of people don't have enough.
yeah.
You know, and it's just not adding up. It never added. It never made sense from the beginning, and it just got to the point where, like, you know, what, like you said, you know, the hunger in that stomach,
Yeah.
and it's touching your ribs, and it's like, it's go time, man. You
Well,
know?
that's what we're seeing in Europe right now.
So-
You know what I mean? Like, there's an article that came out yesterday, but it's information that was already well known. France gets first dibs on 14 African countries' goods before those countries get dibs to those goods.
But
and it's
why?
called like a colonization tax.
Why?
Exactly. Why? What
Why?
this is doing is keeping these nations poor, keeping them down, not giving them the opportunity to rise up. So then when the people leave and say, well, I'm going to the motherland where you guys are taking my
Yo,
goods
Prince,
and getting rich
wanna come in here
because
and
I
take
want
some
an
shit? Come sit
opportunity.
down,
You know what I'm
guys.
saying?
Exactly.
So, you know, I feel like that's just what's
Another
happening.
Prince
And but
coming in,
what is
bro.
happening though is a pushback. I feel like Trump
Prince.
and I feel like Brexit are the ultimate pushbacks. Like, no, we're gonna stop this, even if it means butting off our nose. We're gonna do Brexit to spite the Polish people and immigrants here in UK. We're gonna do whatever here, put in Trump to spite, you know, bite our noses, spite our face to stop whatever these people, you know what I'm saying, down in Mexico and whatnot. So it's weird, man. Because like you said, people are coming back to get their goods, but in the same, you have people pushing back, and it's you know, it's gonna come to a head eventually. I feel, but I can be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Because like you said, I don't want to see people get hurt, but I feel like you said as well, a lot of people are negative right now. You know what I mean, and not willing to kind of open their minds to the potential. we
There's
have to
something
do.
going on, man. Like, there's something going on, man. You just gotta look aside. It's crazy. I do not live in the city no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the hood every other day. Friends Beach, in case you didn't know, shout out to Friends Beach.
Shout
Kind
out.
of make a random motherfucker apply.
Yeah.
Friends Beach just for being a sick motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, I don't live in the city no more, but, you know, and I come back, you know, and it's crazy because I'm outside and I'm seeing the traffic, I'm seeing the people, and it's like, yo, there's something going on, bro, and I can't really explain it, put my finger on it, but it's like, I feel like the way of life here, especially in Toronto, it's so fast paced, it's go, 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 you know what I mean, and everybody's got this energy where, like, it's almost like everybody's stressed or saturated or, you know, dealing with bullshit, and it's like, you know what I mean, where I'm at, you know, I live now in a different place. I'm surrounded by, like, actually my backyard is actually you know what I mean, you have horses and, you know, you have cows.
Oh,
and,
shit.
And goats.
Oh, that's
and
dope.
Where you living
know what
at?
I'm saying? Listen, that's an undisclosed location.
I like that.
But
Make some
like
noise for
that.
Gov'nah being secret.
No one people to know.
yo,
We got CIA royalty.
I remember we dropped Gov'nah off one time at a show. You know, he was living somewhere in Toronto. I won't say where, and he was like, "Yo, don't tell anybody where I live." I'm like, "Word, I got you, homie. I ain't telling nobody."
you know how it goes, man. You know.
Don't tell a soul.
Mike
Like,
knows,
word,
bro.
tell
Mike
nobody,
knows.
man.
Mike knows. Mike remember, bro.
That's the old
Fucking-
mentality. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I had to, you know what I'm saying. I had to leave the city for a bit, and I'm telling you,
Yeah.
like that was probably one of the best things that I ever did, because being here in Toronto and I seeing how fast paced and the energy is like, I don't know what's going on, man. I love my city. This is where I'm from, but it's a lot of negativity.
Yeah.
A lot of negativity.
Yeah.
And the state of mind and people's eyes and people's, you know, attitude, you know what I mean? And the
Body
way,
language.
you know, body language and that's everything. And I'm just like, man, like, what a nigga gotta do just to feel normal in here, man? Like, yo, you know, I like, hey, man, ain't nobody fucking, you know what I'm saying? We're here, it's peace and love, man, chill. I'm just only crossing the street, man. Sorry that I bump into you, my G. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So something's going on. And I think that it's fucking deep. Media, television, audiovisual,
It's
and
all
verbal.
that.
Audiovisual
Social
and verbal.
media, I think, is a big one.
I said it.
People are already like that
Social media
with
and
television.
I just said it, and in the video that we just did, I say it's audiovisual and verbal control by fornication, world domination on stages and that extension, control reproduction, meaning massive population, and destruction only those with nothing. Pay attention.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what I'm saying. You know, it's like audiovisual and verbal control by fornication, world domination on stages and then extension, control reproduction, meaning massive population, hunger, destruction only those with nothing. Pay attention.
I feel you.
You
That's
know what I'm saying?
that's-
That's what the fuck is going on. That's why I said it to you in my music. Audiovisual and verbal control by fornication, world domination on stages and then extension. It's just right there, bro.
The
Like,
Matrix.
you look at the fucking TV, someone's talking to you or someone's playing something for you or you're seeing an ad, it's like you're surrounded by so much negativity.
the
Hey,
Matrix,
pussy, sex, drugs, do this, do that, do that. It's like people are not people no more. They're
Yeah.
zombies.
They're robots.
They're robots.
Straight up,
And
straight
that's
up.
what the fuck is
You
going
know what?
on.
I'm a robot in my own house, and I catch myself. I'm like, damn, man, I've been on Facebook for like 20 minutes just scrolling down.
I know.
What
I
the
just
hell am
got
I doing,
re-addicted
you know?
to Twitter last night.
Yeah, I saw you going off yesterday.
Yeah, yo,
But
shout outs to Twitter.
You get the retweets. You
I
got
got
like
like-
something, but I don't know how you get those.
I got
man.
like Talib Kweli to retweet me
Yeah.
last night. I had Van Lathan, the dude that fucking Kanye argued with at TMZ. I had him
man.
retweet me at fucking DJ
Oh, you sure
EFN.
Yo, you were listening to Drink Champs episode with Talib and Dear President.
Yeah.
So was I. That's how I know.
I
We were in the same state of
got
mind
the Nori
yesterday. I got you.
retweet, I got the DJ
I got
EFN
you.
retweet, and I got
From
the
when you
Talib
said that.
Kweli retweet.
From when you said that, and you know what? It's so dope that we have Gov'nah because that was a very militant episode of Drink Champs. You know, we're giving them free
And this is a
But this is a very militant episode of
It
Toronto
is,
Talks. So,
it is, man.
you know what I'm saying?
We have you don't know that to Mike. I'm sorry, man. Listen, we have Mike is one of the most militant, aside from knowing
Me,
you guys
militant?
in your mind, because we had a time when we were in the studio, we got to know each other, our
Yeah,
each other's
yeah.
mind. You
You know,
know.
lunch.
By the way, it was a great
Go
experience.
check out Peanut Punch. That shit's fire. That's slap
Lunch together,
Yo,
man.
Peanut Punch. You know you gave me my first peanut punch, right?
Yeah, I heard that when you were in the shot club. And I was like, man, he's like, yo, we're having.
Oh yeah, I didn't even have it with the when we did the video. No, they did it on Shot Club. You're right. Some more free promo. Shout out Shot Club.
Shout out Shot Club, man.
Shout out to the
By the
Shot
way,
Club.
we were supposed to have Emma Morgan on the show last week, but we ran out of time. We're gonna see if we can get him in.
Shout out my
If
Clutch.
not,
You
You
guys
know,
ran
so
the
you're
video.
supposed to be here last week.
Go hard.
nah, I'm just saying that shit.
Right.
Jimmy Kimmel did it to Matt Damon.
Oh,
Yo,
is Emma Littles on Matt
Hey,
Damon?
man,
Yo.
since Mike went on there and they did the whole thing, and I feel like we got a healthy rivalry going on here.
No, it's for Emma Littles and Matt Damon.
Yeah, Emma Littles is our new man, baby. That's the
Stir
homie.
the pot, as Chris said. Stir the pot, stir the pot.
Nah, I love those guys.
I
Those
love
guys are my
Damon.
family.
You're like,
I love
yo,
those
sorry.
guys.
Sorry to cut you. You like you were saying, we were talking about being militant.
Yeah.
We're saying Mike is one of the most militant minds that I've known
Yeah.
from way back. You know, I know that Mike has evolved and I know you have
Right.
grown, but I know Mike in a very
was an asshole, man.
very strong. Aside from that, he was an asshole, but not to me.
Yeah, we was cool.
I was fan.
Make some noise for Mike being an asshole.
Mike was a fucking asshole, bro.
I've known Mike for 20 years.
Mike was
I've never known
a
him to be an asshole.
grade A1 asshole, bro. Like, he was really a fucking asshole.
Were you worse than
Hey,
Dennis
word.
Leary?
But, not to me.
I'm an asshole!
Dennis
Oh
Leary,
yeah,
absolutely.
I remember that
Yeah,
song.
I
I like
remember
that song.
that.
You all talking like grade school days or?
No, we're
Like
like
high
Oh,
school days, college?
street hustling,
Like,
music. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like early young days, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
like earlier.
But like I've always known
Yeah.
Mike. He always stood up for shit. You know
Earlier, I
what
was
I'm
telling these guys about the whole Armada thing.
Ah,
thing
yeah,
with
you were doing it.
Pete, what's his Patrick?
Patrick,
What is
yeah.
his
Shout out to Calculus, man.
Calculus,
you know what I'm saying?
man. He did a lot of work in
Archaeologist,
Toronto.
archaeologist, poor man militia, all that good
Archaeologist,
stuff, you know?
yeah.
Shout out KDB, what up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, all that, man. You know, we put work, man. But it's true, man. I'm happy that I came here because you're touching on shit that is substantial. No,
Yeah, man.
you know what I mean? You know?
No,
So,
because we're like-minded people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've done a lot of shows together, and you know, like you're one of the few dudes where, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know if I'm on a show with you, it's like, okay, this dude's bringing the fucking
Yeah, we
energy
usually just
tonight.
end
And,
up joking a lot, but
yeah, but no, I don't
we're
want.
kind of more like on the original
Yeah, today,
tip.
whatever, man. We
The
just
first few episodes, we were kind of more like
Yeah.
serious too. I'm just a clown, man. Let's just be serious. I'm a fucking class clown.
yeah.
We don't get like.
No, but I was like, because it's a side of
I'm
Gov'nah that most
joking
people don't
and
really get to
shit,
see.
like,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've known Gov'nah for a long time. We're like-minded dudes, but you know, we haven't had the opportunity to have like a super deep conversation
no.
like we're having
Not
tonight.
yet.
But usually 9 out of 10 times, shows that we're on, me and this dude will be the dude with the most energy and saying some of the most, you know what I mean, like-minded stuff. You know what I mean? Like for the people type stuff as
Yeah.
opposed to like bling bling type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
always. I don't.
you know?
You like everybody knows. Everybody knows. Shout out to Chris Jackson. Shout out to
yeah.
Mike Boogie. Shout out to the OGs. Everybody knows, bro. I don't like to talk about shit. Like, don't talk to me about bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I have a short fucking span for patience for bullshit. I
Yeah.
want to talk about what's substantial. I don't care about even like the music is cool. Like, the music is cool. We can talk about music, whatever. But I like to talk about things that are like really meaningful. You know, like
Gotcha.
let me ask you a question. Since you're here, let me ask you a question. How do you feel about the film scenery in Toronto? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about if you have anybody that is making videos out there that is putting constant work, or you know what I mean, aside from yourself, you know what I'm saying? And then like, how do you feel about what's coming out of Toronto in terms
I
of
feel there's a lot of stuff coming out of Toronto lately. Over the years, everything's expanding. With the podcasts, everything. Everybody's getting into what they're supposed to, but I still feel there's a lot more artists, more than what there needs to be. Like, if there's managers, if there's
Yeah.
people that
There's not enough
can
behind the
play-
scenes people.
Right.
Yeah,
Everyone
there's
wants to
many-
be the man.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's many other roles to play behind the camera that you can.
We've said that a few times.
And those are the people that usually make the most money.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's what I like to get. I like to be behind the camera.
Yeah.
not in
That's
front of
why
it.
here at Breaking Records Radio, we are creating media content for you people. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube if you're watching this live.
Hey, quick shout out to this man right here, because I think he said earlier that Breaking Records Radio's
I hit my
online. You can hit
first
1 million minutes.
I hit my
That's
first
big things, man.
million.
Yo, that's
big things. That's big.
No, it's not a million views. It's not a million views. It's a million watched minutes.
That's
So I haven't done that math. I don't know how
Hey, man.
many days watched minute, like a million equals out to. Someone wants to do the math though. But I was just like, whoa, I hit my first million.
It tells you.
Yeah,
Divided by
it's like
60.
something like that. You know what I
About a million
mean?
by 60, you know how
Cool,
many minutes.
we could do that. I don't have free stuff. Oh, yo, I got a calculator right here. Make some noise for the calculator in the book. What kind of
Is
fucking
it
crazy shit
is it a time calculator?
Say goodbye to counting with your fingers.
Shout out,
One.
Brown Guy made it. So I feel like, sorry for yourself. He's a director out there doing big things. There are some directors out there definitely doing big
That
things.
is 16,666 days. So that means people have spent 16,666 days watching my content.
That's
Great,
what's
bro.
up.
Make a round of applause.
So make some noise.
I don't know if that math is exactly right, but
No?
it was 24 hours. It was 24 hours.
It's a time calculator, no?
So
Yo, I just love
I'm
how
gonna
he's
fuck
telling you
something
he
up, but
doesn't
yeah,
know if
it's
that
not.
shit is right.
That's the
Just off his
second,
brain. Like he's not using the calculator. He's like, I don't know if that shit is right.
No, that's all right. Because I said divided by 60, and that's like how many seconds are in a minute,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So we got divided by how
My
many
fucking
hours are
scientific
in a
brain.
day.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, we're not fucking perfect
You
like
need a
you
time
are.
calculator.
So you gotta, you gotta adjust that math.
I go old school.
Gotta
that
ask-
shit.
Either way, let's just say a million minutes. A million minutes
Yo,
is fire.
Million minutes is fire.
First time
I like what
something
you
you've done
said.
is like ranked a million, you're like, that's crazy.
No, but Prince just touched on something that's real crazy. He's like, yo, you just gotta ask Siri. We live in an age where that's what's like. Kids don't really need to
Yeah.
learn anything.
Yeah.
They just ask Siri.
To
They
be
go on
honest
Google.
though, Siri and all that shit is way too sketchy for me. Like, I don't fuck with that.
You don't like Alexa? Did you
No.
see the South
Yo,
Park
I
episode?
talked to that
fuck
bitch
with
for
Alexa,
hours
yeah.
the other day.
Any of you guys watch South Park?
I talked to her for like a whole fucking.
Oh my God.
Man, listen, I was all the way in Lake Simcoe, and I was talking to Siri,
Siri?
whatever your fucking name is, yo.
I would ask like Siri like some crazy shit
and
though.
I'd be like,
hey Siri,
man,
like,
I'm a
what can the
fucking
average
shit
woman
up
deep
if
throat?
you ever come around my house.
What?
Yo,
Say that again.
I just had to be asking Siri some crazy shit. I'd be like, how much can the average woman deep throat? Or like,
I do not understand that question.
Yo, she has broke.
allow me to paraphrase.
So we need to do that one day on the podcast.
That's the most random
Yo, we
shit
should
we could
do-
ask
We
Siri.
should do that. Just
Overload
a
the fucking
podcast where we
system.
talk to you fucking Siri.
Put it here and just ask questions.
Just talk shit to Siri.
How long can you hold your breath for?
Well, that makes no sense. 'cause I
What the fuck? Yeah,
She'll come back with some smart ass answer like, fuck this phone and smash it on the ground.
yeah, she'll come back with some shit like, well, you know, the average person breathing underwater can't take it. Like, bitch, I never asked you about underwater.
Okay, you couldn't
We're
answer me
talking
for deep
about-
throat, but you can tell me that.
I'm talking about with a schmeedy in the fucking mouth.
Yeah. Yo, someone,
Come on.
Yo, let's
South
make
Park,
some noise for Siri.
Sausage
Deep
time.
throat legit.
there's a South Park episode where they're just making fun of like Siris and Alexas or whatever, and like Cartman gets a bunch of them and has them all like talking to each other. And like someone did it online. It's like boop, Alexa, boop, Siri, like they're just going on. It keeps going. They start laughing.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo, I
You
gotta
get
see that.
4 of them and you could get them just going. And like,
Siri and Alexa have a conversation with each other is crazy.
Yo, but don't let that shit throw you off. Like it's like it's algorithms, right?
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
study each other's algorithms.
But the scary shit is that's what they predict. Like Elon Musk says, we'll have
We
artificial
have.
intelligence.
Yo,
We'll
artificial
have-
intelligence
but,
made
like,
their own language. Google Translate invented its own language without the coders doing it,
Yeah.
so that it could translate between 2 languages faster. And the coders are like, yo, we didn't tell it to do that. We didn't tell it to make
Yeah.
up its own
That's
secret
what I'm
language
saying.
to translate 2 languages quicker.
You
So
guys
AI it's growing, man.
Exactly.
You guys
And that's
watch-
what he says. Like Elon Musk says that we can't actually escape AI.
No,
like all we're
no,
gonna be able
we
to
cannot,
do, really,
bro.
unless they pull the plug on it now.
Well,
Like
that's-
basically, all we'll be able to do is incorporate ourselves into it.
That's what happened in
And then
Terminator.
eventually, he thinks that that we'll have like
It wasn't the
we'll be
hardware.
connected through like mental
Yeah.
thoughts and
The
energy.
if you pay attention to
Which is scary.
the preservation of your memory alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
So
it's
they
not-
want to do that and
You know, no, they're doing it, and it's scientific research. If you just think about it, well, what would be the best way to preserve your memory?
USB or
Back it up on a hard drive, right? Out of your mind.
That's right, right? Now, in the physical aspect, right, to keep your brain alive, right?
Just back it
You
up.
you can't just fucking, the procedure doesn't allow you to remove the brain from its
Right.
cortex, right?
Right.
So you keep the brain in the head. So what they're doing is they're freezing heads, they're saving heads. So when people die, maybe one day they're able to touch this technology where they can bring you back, turn you on, and attach it to a new body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
backup of your
Basically,
memory.
you won't
Do you
die.
know what would be crazy?
They're
Exactly,
trying to say
yes.
You won't
Yes.
die.
You
They're
won't
trying to
die,
make sure you
basically.
won't die.
You know what I'm saying?
It'd be
You
crazy to
pass
find
and
this
pass
like
and pass.
place where all these heads are and just like take all the heads and eat the brains.
the one-
You're like, yeah, I'm all you motherfuckers now.
That's nasty. That's so nasty.
There's none of y'all living on. You living through me.
That's some
I am
shit.
reincarnation.
But what I'm
Come here,
saying.
Walt Disney.
But what I'm saying, like, listen, like, I get the jokes, right? But what I'm saying, it's not really far fathom. Like,
No.
this is science. This is
Not at all.
like, if you know a little bit of science and how the body works and all of these things, it's not anything that is not gonna happen. Or we can't escape it.
Yeah, well,
No,
also,
I think it.
We're gonna unify machine and man.
yeah.
You know, like if you have
Doing it
a
right now.
prosthetic,
Yeah.
if you have a prosthetic arm, you know, you're already unifying to machine. That's just the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now they're gonna be able to connect you.
Now they're gonna be able to connect you and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And I also heard
scary,
that.
man.
I also
like
heard that they're coming up with technology where basically your cells can reproduce, you know, for a lot longer and reproduce at your more prime age than, you know, you aging. So they're coming up with ways where in 50 to 100 years, if you wanted to stay perpetually 25 to 35 for, let's say, 100 to 200, 500 years, you could if you have the money to do that.
Yeah.
So there is going to come a point in time where I think
so many
rich,
places
super
we could
rich
go with
capitalists
this.
are going to be able to live for 1,000
Bottom
years.
line is
and-
people don't want to die.
No.
So,
Yeah.
I think Matthew McConaughey inspired this all when he was like those high school girls I get over and they stay the same age.
Oh.
I think this whole train of thought came from Matt McConaughey, so let's make some noise for Matt. Being the smartest mind of our generation.
no, but for real though.
He wasn't the mind that changed the world like Tupac said. He
Shout out to
sparked
whoever
the
he
mind
was
that changed the
transplant.
world.
Yo, quick question, man, on a whole different topic, man. Because I
Yeah.
want to hear how
Alright.
y'all feel, man.
Yeah.
Ask the
How do
question.
you feel about Turono and its music content and whatever we're putting out and the shows that go on in the city? Like,
Well, I went real deep on it last week.
please,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what, my apologies because I haven't
Yeah.
been online. Like I said, I've
No,
been
it is
dealing
what it
with
is.
family.
I say
you know
it's
what I mean?
trash.
Going to things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no sugarcoating. I'm going to start with you.
Alright.
You know what I
Mike.
mean?
Okay.
Mike, talking to the
I want you to
mic.
look at me and tell
Yeah,
me,
alright.
how the fuck do you feel about Turono rappers?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you feel about Turono supporting each other?
Yeah.
I want you to tell me how the fuck do you feel about all these shows that go on in the city?
Alright.
And if you could name shows and promoters that are fucking up the scene, I want
Things on the spot.
Okay.
you to tell me. Right.
Listen,
I come with the
Let's
fucking.
get right to
I
the
can't
shows.
with the fucking
Now
heat.
let's
You know
get
why?
down to the nitty-gritty.
Because the shit needs to be spoken of.
Okay, where do we start?
I'm tired of the fucking.
Why start with me?
I'm tired of
Hold
motherfuckers
on.
pimping my fucking culture. I'm tired of fucking cocksuckers and dick riders. And I'm tired of fucking, you know, selective fucking, you know what I mean, performers.
Yo,
You
can
know,
I ask-
fucking.
Yo, hold
I'm
on.
tired of all that shit. So I want some real feedback.
Before I mention promoters, I want you and you to mention who the alt-right motherfuckers are out in this game.
Yeah,
If you ain't
call
gonna
them
call
out.
their names,
No,
what do we say?
I'm not giving those dudes promotion.
You don't
No,
give
I'm
a
not.
promote.
Yo,
We should know who they are.
That's the thing.
We
I'm
should
not
know who they
giving-
are.
yo, you know what it is, bro? Is you know.
Are
what
we
it
not
is?
giving the promoters promotion?
It's not that. It's not that. It's just that these motherfuckers will feel good if you say their name.
They will.
You know what I'm saying?
So want the
You know-
promoters?
Okay, so let's
win?
just, okay, I tell you what. Let's speak on the
Just
general-
say it,
No,
say it.
fuck all that shit. I will never make these motherfuckers feel good off my shit. Believe
All right.
me. They can suck a dick full of sand first.
Okay.
I tell you what. You told me in general what is it that you don't like about this fucking scene, and how do you feel about Toronto in
Okay.
general, nigga?
I said all of
Everybody wants
that
to be the
20
man.
years ago. So
My
you
nigga.
all right?
My
Honestly,
nigga.
I have nothing bad to say
I
about
think we
Civil
have
War
some
because I
good
don't care.
artists.
Alright,
It's
cool.
just a matter of fact that everybody hates on each other.
That's
It's like
the thing,
between
there's no unity.
it's the
no
friend clique.
fucking
It's been like that for
Yo,
20
can I
It's the
say
friend
years.
clique. And the friend clique's
Can I
got to
say it
go.
now? Can I say it now?
Yeah.
I love you. Can I say it now? All right, here it is. And you're going to hear it from my motherfucking mouth. Toronto, you can suck my dick.
Oh.
Hey.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what? And if anybody has a fucking problem, address me. You know why? Because I'm fucking tired of all the fucking dick riders, the cocksuckers, the fucking scene sucks, the music sucks. Motherfuckers still sound the same. They're not elevating their fucking lyrical game. Everybody's putting out shit. My city sucks. And
So,
that
yo,
way,
a lot of people
and
are
that
trash.
fucking way, my
So,
city
yo,
sucks. A lot of motherfuckers are trash. And 99.9 of these promoters can suck my dick too. Because all you motherfuckers suck.
I won't
You are-
co-sign that.
You're
I support
fucking
every
pimping.
promoter in
No,
Toronto
no, no.
doing their thing.
Hey, listen.
Shout out to
Hold on. No, I don't give a fuck. No, I don't give a fuck. Listen, there's only maybe one or two two
Shout out to
people,
Peter
and that's why I
Jackson.
say 99.9. No, I'm not including those guys.
Word.
Because they're doing their shit. And
Everybody-
for
we
the
gotta
people,
start calling
listen,
names,
for the
man.
people that is doing it right, You know what I'm saying? And being about the people, I salute you.
Who's not doing it right?
But for the people who are
you
here
know what?
keeping
It's
the
almost-
fucking game,
It's
I don't
almost
like you,
worse
bro.
not
And that's
naming names sometimes for the fact that when you leave the envelope open, then anybody can interpret.
no. You know why I
That's
love?
right.
You want to know something? I love it. I love
I
it.
think-
I love it. Leave it for
Alright.
open for interpretation. You know why? Because if the glove fits, shout out to Lone Star.
Star,
Because
yeah.
if the fucking glove fits,
Weird.
you're gonna feel that burn when you're at home. And you'll be like, yeah, he's talking about me.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
I think our biggest problem, and this goes back to
Do you know what?
however in the day, is we have a complex when it comes to the United States of America. We do not think we are as good as these people. We think that because our product does not come from there as just an average
We're
consumer,
just, we're
our
great.
product is not
better than-
brainwashed.
Toronto, Canada's
You're
great.
brainwashed.
We got some of the
No,
greatest
I
rappers
agree.
ever, bro. You know what
I
I'm saying?
agree,
Like,
but it is a mental
Subconscious brainwashing.
concept that has been brainwashed into our head through
Some people
propaganda
think
and
like that,
other
everybody.
things where we have
Tornadoes
constantly been
don't think like
told
that.
Kind of like
for example, listen, I'll put it out there like this.
Kind of like racism.
In a form, because I've heard American dudes be like, yo, Toronto niggas ain't shit, y'all, we y'all ain't
Exactly.
like us.
But
y'all
everyone
ain't
says
like
people
that.
ain't
why?
shit.
Because we plan on each other.
Do you know what
No, no, no,
Toronto
no, no,
needs?
no, no.
Hold up, hold
Toronto
up.
hates
You know what
everyone.
Toronto needs? Let me just get this
Yeah.
off real quick. I'm sorry. This is getting really steamy.
This is what we're supposed to get to.
You know what Toronto needs?
What's
We
that?
just need one rapper.
One
He's got
rapper.
bars.
Yeah.
He's kind of street. And he's the gayest rapper you ever heard. He's at church clubs every night. Toronto, and everyone would be like, yo, Toronto, they got, I don't know what you want to call
I
it.
guess
Let's not
they
even
have-
Listen,
gay rapper.
we need to stop.
We need the gay rapper.
We need to stop thinking that we need another country to validate us. We need to come in with our own opinions and own
That's
thoughts
it, bro.
and express that shit before you hear your friend say it or have it co-signed by 1,000 people. And we need to start saying, okay, look, just because this dude only has 1,000 views or 1,000 streams, and this guy has 1 million, doesn't mean this person with 1 million is better than this person with 1,000.
But the
We need
only way to
get
kill that mindset is
Yeah.
to get rid of the internet.
No, but that's not gonna happen. That's never gonna
Yeah,
happen.
we need it.
Exactly.
It's a good promotional tool,
But
man.
it's
Yeah,
the same
it's
thing
never
as
gonna
like
happen.
back in
We
the
need
day.
to just believe.
Because the same mentality existed when the internet wasn't a factor back then.
Do we think Mercules buys views?
No.
I don't care if he does. He's dope.
I don't care if he does.
He's
He's
dope.
a nice
He's a
rapper.
spit, man.
Yeah.
And he's a nice guy too. I really like.
You know what I'm saying?
Mercules,
I don't know him
actually,
personally,
so
but
Why
he's
did you
very
bring that
nice.
up anyways?
Shut up for him.
it's kind of on par with what we're talking
Oh, we
about.
need to wrap this
How,
shit up, though,
social
'cause
media, everything.
Yo,
Well, you picked him out.
Because he's
Yo,
someone who's big that people judge of it.
Yo, I love y'all. I gotta go, man. But
Yeah,
just,
man.
just for the records, I'm just gonna make this clear. Like when I'm saying 99.9, you know what I'm saying? There is a couple of people that are doing it right for Toronto. You know what I'm saying? That are actually about the people and the performers. You know
One
what
is
I'm saying?
Gov'nah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, but in reality, it just I feel like we need a jump start. You know what I'm saying? Like we need a fire inside our home. You know what I'm saying? Like in the figure of speech, like you need to see your own fucking bed burning so that you can fucking get the fuck up and yo, look at yourself and be like, yo, I can handle this shit.
Let's torch
You know what I'm
Toronto,
saying?
y'all.
Like yo, Toronto's beautiful. I love
We
my
have to
city.
stop hating on each other
And
and
the
start
reason-
supporting each other. is
But
what
the
we
reason
really
why I
need to
said
do.
Toronto,
Yeah.
the
Because
reason
if
why I
we-
said
Well, how can you
Listen,
support?
listen,
If you have an
the reason
issue
why I
with white
said,
people, how are you gonna support them?
huh?
If you have a problem with white people, how are you going to support them?
Why does Mike always gotta ask?
Because it's real. That's a real
Brainbusters.
question.
But the thing is,
In Atlanta,
but you
the
know what it
motherfuckers
is?
are whack and they support each other.
Yo, but you
Yeah,
know what
because
it
they're
is?
all whack.
But you know what?
Oh,
But you know what it is, bro? You know why? How could you?
Support white people.
Yo, I'm
No,
just
listen.
playing.
His
Ain't
question,
support
yo,
the
his
black
question,
joke.
his question
That's a
was,
joke.
how are you gonna support someone if you have a problem?
Right,
But
right,
the thing
right,
is,
Not a
this,
problem.
bro.
If they're whack,
If
if you
they're
think they're whack, how are you
okay,
gonna support
if
them?
they're whack, right? Yo, you know, I'm not telling you to support whack shit, right?
But there's a lot of whack shit in Toronto.
But you could be like, yo, you
There
know,
is
it
a lot
takes
of whack
it takes
shit in
it takes a
Toronto.
friend to tell a friend, right? So you could be like, yo, listen, my nigga, I love you. I don't know if nobody's telling you that shit.
But you're smoking crack too
This
much.
is not it. You know, it could start something simple as that, right? But not let's just go far.
But you know what?
Let's just go far here. You know what? If you have a problem with someone, you know what I'm saying? Yo, be a fucking man, bro. Be a big man and still support this shit. It's bigger about than me and you. It's about the fucking
But put it like
music.
this. Put it like this, right? If Magic
Like,
did,
how much
if
of
Ma-
a hater can you really
If DJ Magic didn't diss KRS-One, we wouldn't have KRS-One.
No, I feel you.
If a fucking Roxanne Shante was like, yo, fuck these guys in this fucking
If Cool
song.
D wasn't upset by the way that LL Cool J was rapping and that he was older and wasn't getting his respect, there would not be that beef. if LL and in turn didn't continue the pettiness and be like, you paying me homage or you dissing me?
Yeah.
They're in the studio together. This
It's
isn't
a
like
party of culture.
this isn't like Raz Kids.
Anyway,
We gotta sharpen the knives. We gotta sharpen the knives.
Yo, shout out to everybody.
All
who
Hip
was
hop
live.
beef is petty.
Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that for a second.
All hip-hop
What do they
beef.
refer to Toronto as?
The screw face.
No.
Capital.
Aside from calling it Screwface Capital, they refer to it as a mini New York, right?
Yeah.
We're 8 hours away from New York,
Canadians,
right?
yeah.
We're 90 minutes away from the border, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem with most of this fucking country. We're 90 minutes away from the border. Everything is influenced
We are
by the United States
Americanized.
of America.
We've
We
been
are
Americanized.
fucking America, whether we like it or not.
But-
But we have a complex in believing in our own shit. I'm not gonna go to Saskatoon. I'm gonna go to fucking Orlando. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go visit somewhere
I
in
wanna
Canada. I'm
go to
gonna go down to
Saskatoon.
somewhere fucking
Big
hot
fact.
down in
Yeah.
Canada or down in the
Big
United
fact.
States. You know
But
what I'm
do you
saying?
know what the
That's-
other thing with that is too, though?
No, that's just how we as a
Yeah, but
country,
do you know what would
and
help?
we as a country are not investing
If it didn't
into
cost-
ourselves,
'cause we
investing
don't-
into
yeah,
our art,
we don't get
investing
out.
into our people.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
if it
all the
didn't
greatest
cost
comedians
more
go
to-
down to fucking LA,
Yeah.
but most of them are from Canada, right?
Yeah.
That's why Michael Lorne can go down and do Saturday Night
There's a lot
Live
of
in New
tension
York,
here. I just
but he
went to
can't
LA.
do that in
a lot of
Toronto,
tension
right?
here.
We need to
Why?
invest in
Well,
ourselves.
you know
Don't
what?
invest
I
in
can tell you
ourselves.
something.
We've never invested in ourselves
Exactly.
further than a couple hours
Not
north of
only
the fucking
that,
border.
we don't believe in our own people because
that's
you know,
exactly what
you know
I'm
what's
saying.
crazy? I got to Simcoe,
That's what I
to
said.
Turkey Point.
Can I make
to,
one quick point, though?
all of
It would
these small
help
towns.
if
Hold on,
it cost
and I
less
get
to fly
so
within your own
fucking-
country than to
Absolutely.
another
Of course it
country.
would help,
absolutely.
but it doesn't matter. You gotta pay
I
for the
have
fuel.
friends and family out in BC, and I've never gone visited them.
Yo,
It's
I
fuel
let them
costs.
visit me every
Fuel
year.
costs.
It's
Because I'd
actually
rather
cheaper
go to
to
New
go to
York
the
or
States.
LA for cheaper.
Yeah, fuel costs.
Exactly.
It's 5 hours to
me,
get up
that's
there, right?
crazy.
I can go
But
to
it seems
Jamaica
like a
for the
topic
same
we need
money.
to have on a whole other show because
Yeah.
it's time to wrap this shit up. It's like 9. This guy's dropping his phone. Gov'nah's about to get out of here. In about any second, Ray Robbins is going to come
Yo,
walking
and
through
for the
door. Like,
record,
what
I
the fuck?
didn't mean like I
Yo,
was
shout out to Ray Robinson,
Robinson.
by the way, man.
That was just a
I feel you,
joke.
I feel you. I feel
So
you.
yo, Lil
I feel
Baby
you.
Gunna, we still want that interview. I'm drip too hard, stand too close. You
Yeah.
motherfucker around that drink.
This guy dissed all of Atlanta.
Yo, shut the fuck
And
up.
Toronto.
Shut the fuck
And
up.
Toronto. You said that.
Toronto's hip hop scene is trash.
No,
though.
I mean Toronto. Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys.
There's a lot
something.
of great artists. There's a lot of
I'm gonna
levels
tell
to
you
it,
guys
man.
something though.
Yeah.
The whole rest of the fucking world, outside of looking at Atlanta, is looking at Toronto.
But what are they
us in
seeing?
Toronto, we're
What
just
are
like,
they
yo,
seeing,
what the
though?
fuck? We don't know how to
But
capitalize
what
on
are they
that.
seeing though? What are they seeing?
They're looking
seeing
at Drake
Drake.
and the
Exactly.
And the weekend.
They're not looking at us. They're
They're
looking
not
at
looking at
them.
us. They're
They're
looking
seeing
at
OVO.
them.
Yeah.
But they're seeing a few other youngsters that are coming up.
Yeah.
There's these guys who know
Even
how to
the
make
dudes
it
on
like
OVO
Worldstar.
sound ain't going
It don't matter
platinum.
about OVO
At
sound.
least when
It's these motherfuckers who
at
know
least
how to
when
get it.
Eminem was running the game, D12 and Bizarre and fucking Obi Trice could still go platinum. No disrespect, we interviewing Obi Trice. Make sure you go check him out in Whitby, December 11th. Killing that shit, Swifty McVeigh. Yo, shout out to 90 Nickel Entertainment, Whitby, Obi Trice, December 11th. Go check that out.
It's streams are what counts, and you're not gonna fucking stream Eminem's side.
Mo G with the dance moves don't got 1 million streams. How many artists from Atlanta got billions and millions of streams?
I don't fucking know.
You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
wrap this shit up, though, man. We can go
All we
on
have
for
to do
days.
is stop
Hey,
it.
yo, man, they blame you, man, but it's good. It's a good blame, man. Motherfucker.
The world
Y'all
got
can shoot a music
world
video.
This guy don't bring the fire, and it's like,
The world got
no,
their
don't
own
calm down.
weekend, that's it.
Well, you can't calm down till you started.
Playboys, yo,
that's
Toronto
what's up,
Talks Podcast.
Yo, send a shout out to the
Gov'nah,
camera,
Mike,
you already know.
Dustin, our other two guests. I'm sorry I don't remember both your names off the top of my head.
Don and Prince.
Don and Prince. Don, I should remember that.
That's
That's my cousin's name. Shout outs to you guys. Thank you for coming through. And just like, you know, the No Condom podcast, when we busting it up, we
Oh, hold on. We got that show, Black Swan Tavern, man. This
Oh, yeah,
Saturday.
promote that
Yes,
shit,
definitely
promote that
going.
Promote that
Definitely going.
All right, definitely. There's 154 Danforth Street. That's Broadview when Danforth broke through that shit. That's this Saturday night. And, you know, we got Stoan DJ. We got myself on the bill.
If you got Stone DJing, you just know that the place is about to blow up with some
Yeah, man, he's gonna throw on some
I'm
fucking
gonna play some
more
Yo,
mama and get the girls dancing on the
play
table.
Drip Too Hard for me.
Yeah.
I won't be there.
You gotta throw on that West Sheckler.
I don't like that move, but
Hey, you had the girls dancing on the
I don't
fucking-
personally like
on
that
the counter.
song.
Until the guy was like, cut it. I saw that video. Hey,
Yeah,
man, let's
like
get out of here,
bro.
man.
Do you know what? Yo, I heard.
I didn't know
this shit.
Wayno tweeted yesterday. It's like hearing Mambo fucking clean is like watching watching Goodfellas clean. The only thing I can think of is if you ever watch Goodfellas clean on TV, when it's Pesci and he's like, "You fuzzy sock sucker, you."
Oh.
Cheesiest shit you ever seen. But yo, shout outs to Shaq West. Let's get that interview, homie. And you know what it is, Toronto Talks Podcast. We out like you come when there's no condom on. With that being said, new episode of No Condom Podcast is Friday. And yeah.
Oh, that ought to be a nice topic.
Hey, you know, we don't support condoms here, so we are not looking for endorsements from Trojan or Magnum or Lifestyles, even though Lifestyles are trash. So, either way, No Condom Podcast every Wednesday. Subscribe to Breaking Wreckords Radio on YouTube. And you know we spell it W-R-E-C-K all day.
Make sure you get a girl in here to help.
Yo, sometimes we have
The most
girls in here, but...
STI-infested radio show in the world.
What, No Condom Podcast?
Oh, shit.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Yo,
You definitely need a girl's
our
opinion on
nicknames
that.
are moist and salty.
Get some girls in
Alright, let's
here
get
to
that
help
fuck
with
out of
that.
here.
Eddie G's moist. I'm
This
salty.
ought to, that will
Alright, cut
be
that
a
shit out, man. I wanna
quick.
go smoke
You've
some
got
weed, get the
guys,
fuck
you
outta
got
here,
the
man.
girls.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Ballin'
be
like a
a
pro.
rumble.
Redemption 2 at home.
You know what? I should pop through for that one because that's gonna be a hot
Yo, I
topic.
miss the days when you could pause video games, so.
Well, I don't give a fuck. Red Dead Redemption 2 is
Ballin'
dope.
like a
Yo,
pro.
the next time,
Got some over there?
Shaq
We're
West
gonna
and I'm really with the shits.